I've been paying $50 in rent for over 15 years.
You guys call on me to get evicted. I know you guys did it.
30 days is not enough time for me to find a place. It's not. Just help me get on my feet again. Now I have to start over from scratch.
So she had 15 years of $50 rent and she couldn't better her situation and decided to brag online instead. This is karma in its purest form. But anyway guys, today I found some of the craziest benefit moments online and you won't want to miss the crazy last clip.
In 2 years, I'm going to lose my housing. They're saying that if you have a child that is school aged, you have to be able to obtain employment, have a full-time job, and you cannot be on Section 8. Can you believe that?
Yes. In fact, what I'm trying to figure out is how you thought the taxpayers should be on the hook to subsidize your housing for the rest of your life while your school-aged children go to a taxpayer-funded school and you sit around all day doing what? Look, I'm all for moms staying home with their kids, but that assumes you made responsible childbearing decisions that enabled you to do that. You didn't. So, yeah, go get a job. Make it work. Kind of like we all have to in order to subsidize your housing for the next 2 years, which quite frankly is too long.
So like this woman said, if you can't pay for your necessities, then obviously you have to go get a job. And this might come as a shocker for some people, but yes, most moms do have a job and are employed, as are 95% of adults in America.
Where are the celebrities? Where are the mothers? Where is Kim Kardashian? Where is Cardi B? Where is Taylor Swift? Where is Beyonce? People are about to lose assistance and they do not care because they are part of the system. Wake up! Nobody needs Skims when they're actually skin and bone. Nobody needs 12 albums with the same music. Wake up, they don't care. They want you to starve. Starve them. Do not buy their stuff. They want children to starve. Wake up.
Alright, so no, I don't think those people want Americans to starve. And the entitlement from this woman is insane because it's not up to them to solve the problems of food and hunger. Just because they have successful businesses, it is not up to them to solve these problems.
So my husband has been giving me $2,700 a month to pay rent, and he just recently found out that we are on Section 8. All I pay in rent is $550, so I've been pocketing the rest and saving it for myself. That's what happens when you don't pay none of the bills. You don't know what the is going on. So how is it my fault? Because now he's mad and he's telling me that I need to pay him back all the money that he's been paying for the last couple of years. I told him that money is in my savings. There's no way that I'm taking that money out because that is money that I need in case anything happens between me and him. It's not my fault that you didn't ask questions. The rent is really that expensive, but I have Section 8. I have a lot of money saved in the bank because I've always kept the difference. I always keep $2,200 that goes straight into my bank account. There's no way I'm giving up over 50 grand to him. He's saying that I was taking advantage of him. How? Because at the end of the day, if I didn't have Section 8, you would be paying the same amount. So how am I taking advantage of you?
So this man should 100% get his money back, and I hope that if she doesn't give it back, which she probably won't, then he sues her and wins, because he was paying 5 times what she was paying in rent, and she was just pocketing the rest. And it's absolutely wild that this woman has no shame.
Okay, listen up guys. I have a big update, okay? The process for removing lifelong Section 8 housing recipients has been drafted. So this is what it says. So people will not be allowed to get Section 8 for more than 2 years. Let's go, because in 2 years you should have your shit together. I don't care what nobody say, unless you disabled. These rules will be sent to the states. The states will then notify tenants who have been on Section 8 for longer than 2 years. Because why are you still on Section 8, Mom? Okay. They'll notify you and give you 60 to 90 days, making you aware that the program would end for you in 60 to 90 days.
Buckle up, guys, because today we're diving into a story that has the internet completely divided. In this clip, a woman proudly reveals that she paid only $50 in rent for over 15 years, but instead of showing gratitude, she blames everyone else after losing her housing. What makes this moment so shocking is not just the eviction itself, but her refusal to take responsibility while openly admitting she doesn't even want a job. As the story unfolds, you'll see why so many people reacted strongly and why this situation sparked such a massive debate online.
Kids that you can't afford to take care of and wanting somebody else in the government to help you take care of your kids, okay? While you get 30-inch bust downs and you get your nails done and your toes done and you going to Miami and you getting BBLs, baby. Get a job, okay? I'm happy. If you ain't happy, that means that you been sitting on your ass too long. Get your ass up and go get a job, okay? The recruiting office is open. Baby, go get them good benefits, okay? That's just a suggestion. If you don't know where to start with the military, okay? Go to the recruiting office, all right? If you want some benefits for life, okay? All right, you guys have a great night.
It's very unfortunate that there are some Section 8 residents and benefit users that obviously don't need it and probably don't work as much as they could. And ultimately, that just ruins it for people that need assistance for a limited period of time.
They said $100 a year. Bitch, who wouldn't take a tiny home for $100 a year? Now, I don't know where I got that information, but that's what I knew, okay? That's what I was being told. But I got kicked out of the tiny home that I wanted to stay in. Now I'm gonna go and work. Okay? But that's okay. I'm okay. Everyone's okay.
Alright, so I'm not sure which country she is from, but $100 a year for rent is probably impossible anywhere in the US, let alone in the world. It doesn't matter if the home is 1,000 square feet or 50. You just have to use common sense and realize something weird is going on.
I got another video to share with you because this is exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, y'all, we're going into the Wally World to get our energy drinks that we get every single morning. This is my little pick-me-up for the day, my little self-care routine. Once I get inside, I'll show you which kind I get. Go get our energy drink. I think I'll get this one, and I'll get one for tomorrow, too. Get these two. Let's go check out. Scan. $5.68, and with my EBT card. What the heck? Really? This is what I use every single time. Let's try again. We're gonna try this again because that should not have happened at all. Wow, don't tell me things have already changed. Are you kidding me? So what am I gonna do now that I can't buy my drinks with my food stamp card? Are you serious? Well, fuck it.
Her pick-me-up for today? Well, who gives me a pick-me-up by the government? Nobody buys my energy drink today or my Starbucks or anybody else's. All those women and husbands that are going to work every single day, food stamps aren't buying their pick-me-up to go somewhere. $6 a day every day, 365 days. It's a little over $2,000 a year that the government is buying your energy drinks daily. Seems pretty disgusting to me. But, you know, I'm just one person and it's just my personal opinion. Have a good day.
So like the last woman said, food stamps are meant to be essential and used for foods that you actually need to survive. Obviously, you don't need an energy drink, and usually there's 0 calories anyway, so they provide 0 nutritional value.
Got me paying $2,500 a month and your rent $600.
I don't give a fuck. You broke? You don't have no money to pay the $2,500? There's other bills.
I can't believe you heard
$500.
So what the rest
I
of
told you my
money
rent was $500. I
got
don't
me
give a fuck.
up, bro.
So what? What you
I'm
gonna do
about to
about
file a motion on your ass.
File a motion if you want to.
Money back.
It don't matter, but
Ain't
you
no
still
way.
got a son here.
Man,
And you take care of it. I need a fucking roof over his head.
$2,500 a month and your rent
You
$600. I just seen the Section 8 voucher.
Why are you going
not
through my
snitch.
mail? That's
You not
also a
snitch.
crime. Do you know going through my mail is a
I don't
crime
trust
too,
your
right?
ass. That's the reason I'm going through your fucking mail,
Oh
bro.
well, so what you gonna do about it?
So I'm hoping she pays him all the money back, but ultimately that probably won't happen and he's gonna have to sue her. And I just hope that he gets all the money back because this is completely unfair.
I went into a lady's house for an inspection, and she said, I've had my voucher for 50 years. I made sure that I got my daughter on a voucher. I made sure I got my granddaughter on a voucher. I couldn't get my son on a voucher, so I told them that he had asthma. You can't prove asthma or migraines.
4 more generations on Section 8? Whatever happened to breaking the cycle?
She told me because she was telling me a way to scam the system. Because when I pull up in a 2013 Toyota Camry. There's usually a Lexus or BMW sitting in their yard. I look poor, okay? I look poor. And so many people tell me stuff to give me ideas to help me out so that I can get some money from the government. But y'all keep on thinking I don't know it, okay? And since every one of you are going to ask me, yes, I reported it. But if your caseworker likes you, you are pretty untouchable here. Like, they will give you ideas and help you do it.
50 whole years of basically free rent is absolutely wild. Like the guy said, I guess breaking the cycle isn't a thing anymore. And these are the people that ruin benefits for the less fortunate that actually need them.
My landlord just showed up to our house, our trailer, and told me that we have 24 hours to move. 24 hours, not even 24 hours. She's giving me till 4 o'clock tomorrow to...
Alright guys, now the story gets even more intense. This section reveals a series of claims involving housing assistance, alleged abuse of benefits, and stories that raise serious questions about accountability. From families reportedly remaining on assistance for generations to accusations of fraud, investigations, and people openly discussing how they profit from loopholes, every new revelation adds another layer to the controversy. Whether you agree or disagree, one thing becomes clear. When a system is exploited, the people who genuinely need help are often the ones who suffer the most.
Because anywhere I go, I'm gonna need first and last month's rent. And then she expects me to come up with almost $4,000 in back rent because Section 8 decided they weren't gonna pay my rent. This is bull. What kind of rights do I have? She can't do this to us. Where are we going?
So if her rent wasn't paid for this month or the last 3, that means a quarter of the whole year you didn't pay rent. And it doesn't matter where the money is coming from, but at the end of the day, the landlord isn't getting any money.
The Trump administration just proposed to eliminate the Section 8 housing program as we know it. The Trump administration is pushing a budget that would cut over $26 billion from housing programs and Section 8, replacing it with block grants controlled by the states. If you are a tenant relying on Section 8, this isn't just politics, this is survival. This proposal will cap rental assistance to about 2 years for most adults. That means if you haven't stabilized your income within the 24 months, you would be at risk of losing your housing program permanently. So places like New York, which receives over $13 billion in housing support, can you imagine how many people could be affected with this new proposal? Take that away, and thousands of people can be affected, potentially losing a roof over their head.
So obviously it would not be ideal if you're in Section 8 and you lose your house like this. But at the end of the day, 24 months is a long time, right? 2 whole years of working, of trying to better your situation, and you can't make something happen.
So I had to evict somebody from Section 8 housing this week. We had this elderly lady who is blind sign a lease with the help of her daughter to occupy this property. This property had been completely redone. Well, the reason I had to evict this lady is she never moved in. Instead, her son-in-law moved in. He was running a business out of this house. The reason this is so upsetting is that this gentleman that took possession of this property took away affordable housing for people that really need it. And he did not qualify for Section 8 because he made too much money, as did his wife. Needless to say, we had to go to court. I evicted them. And my wife was with me because she was the representative of the company. And there is a massive investigation underway because we reported it to Section 8. They ended up doing a welfare check on the lady who was supposed to be living there. She wasn't living there. In fact, she had never moved out of her prior residence. Well, Section 8 informs the district attorney's office, who then informs the ATF because it's federal in nature. And now there's a federal investigation as well as a state investigation. But eventually we got them out. We got the locks changed that day. We emptied the house that day and we came back and I went to work. But that's wild. Please, affordable housing is a need in this country. When people run scams like this, you're only hurting the people that need it the most.
Like this man said, affordable housing and rent is very rare in today's economy, and it's just heartbreaking to see people using the benefits and scamming the system for things like this when people actually need these homes.
What you guys are not realizing is Section 8 is for women who have men that work and you know they're just not on the lease. You know what I'm saying? You have a man that gets money, but he's not on your lease, so all that money that's made is for y'all to completely profit off of without having to worry about your rent going up or not have enough money to pay this. It's also for women who have a side hustle. You know what I'm saying? You do hair, you know what I'm saying? You do nails, lashes, whatever it may be. It is for people who know how to finesse the system. If you do not know how to finesse the system, that is on you. But Section 8 does not keep you poor. Let's not keep that stigma. Let's not keep that stigma.
Obviously, not everyone on Section 8 is scamming the system, but even when a tiny percentage of people are, it's heartbreaking to the people who actually need the benefits. But guys, just wait until this insane last clip.
If that last video made you mad, this video is gonna make you even madder. I've been paying $50 in rent for over 15 years. Does that make you mad? Does that make you want to punch me in my face?
Alright, so y'all keep saying that you guys, taxpayers, didn't call on me to get evicted. And it was one of my neighbors. I know you guys did it because you're mad. You're mad that I'm only paying $50. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I'm really trying to put it together. Why were you that miserable? That miserable that you had to come for a mother of 7 children.
30 days is not enough time for me to find a place. It's not. If I have no income, if I don't have the first, last, and security to get a place. 30 days is not enough time. How am I gonna do that in 30 days? I mean, I could ask my sister if she can keep my kids, cause she's a nurse. So, I mean, she makes enough money, so I don't see why she wouldn't be able to keep my kids. And no, don't tell me, oh, go get a job. I don't want a job. I don't want to work. I'm all set. I'm good. I will figure it out. At the end of the day, y'all did this to me. Y'all decided to go out your way to get me evicted from my 2-bedroom apartment in a 10-story building. Like, y'all did this. So, the least y'all could do is just help me get on my feet again. Because now I have to start over from scratch. So, I hope you feel great about yourself. I hope you're content with yourself over one video that I posted.
Alright guys, if you thought the previous clips were unbelievable, this one might be the most jaw-dropping of them all. Here we hear a woman explain how her husband continued giving her thousands of dollars for rent while housing assistance covered most of the actual cost. Instead of correcting the situation, she admits to keeping the difference and building a substantial savings account. What makes this clip so controversial is the complete lack of remorse and the belief that she did nothing wrong. It's a moment that leaves viewers questioning trust, honesty, and responsibility in relationships. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.